Welcome to Sestra Now's Workshop Wednesday, everyone. Boy, do we have an exciting evening and on-time message for you. Just before summer hits, we have one of our new Sestras tonight that's going to present to us on a very exciting topic. So everyone knows, Sestra Now is an international women's empowerment organization. We have an app, our own app, social media app that's for women. It has a marketplace that has the business products and services of its members. So feel free to go to www.sestranow.com to download the app. And tonight, one of our marketplace members and new Sestras, Nayo Chebab, is going to present to us on the topic 10 times your body confidence in 2024, the shocking truth about weight loss. Nayo is a anti-diet coach, weight loss enabler, and voice technology practitioner. We are so excited to hear about another way, but I believe this is going to be something different. So I'm excited about a different way in a healthier way to get this weight off. All right. So without further ado, Nayo, please feel free to present, share your screen and give it to us.
That's amazing. So really, thank you very much for the introduction. I'm super excited to be here. I've been with the Sestras for about a month now. Super excited to be part of the family. So as you said, I'm Nayo. I'm French originally, but I've been living around the world, for most of my life, currently in France, Paris. So it's just midnight now. And it's really cold. I'm really looking forward to going back to Brazil very, very soon. So let me share my screen with you. Chuck. It should be on in a sec. Can you let me know if you see my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay, that's perfect. Up and up. That should be fine. Okay, so what we're going to discuss today really has the potential to 10x your body confidence in 2024, as you said, Stephanie, and really change the way that you approach weight loss forever, because they are things that are being kept from you that are preventing you from ever reaching the healthy body of your dream, and you must be aware of them. This workshop is going to be packed with super valuable information, and I'm pretty sure that you have never heard them before. But really, let's get one thing straight. This is a free workshop, and we all know, that most people don't give value to free stuff. So for this workshop to be really a game changer, you must decide if you want to give it value. Are you really serious about applying this new and radically different information? I believe that Shirley, you raised your hand. Do you have a question already? No, maybe it's a mistake. But maybe it's just a mistake. Because really, if you're not happy with the body that you are in right now, it means that you have followed certain patterns, you have repeated and done things a certain way, yeah? And most importantly, you have thought a certain way. And that is going to have to change. So really the question is, how open are you to changing the way you think, the way you feel, and are you willing to change some of the things that you do? Because really, you can learn all the theory all you want, but if you don't follow every step of the process, if you don't push yourself to changing the way you feel about yourself, the way you think about yourself, well, whether or not you learn this whole information by heart will not make a difference, because the magic cannot happen on its own. So I will be condensing quite a lot of information here, and it can definitely revolutionize the way you handle your weight loss journey. But if you're not willing to accept change, real change, then you're just wasting your time here in this workshop, I'm afraid. I did prepare a written presentation, and I'm going to encourage you to pin my screen if you haven't done so on your Zoom, so you can see it full screen, and really take some notes, because there's going to be so many information. You definitely want to take some notes, so you can really decide to follow my words and really integrate the information to the core of yourself. Remember to participate as well. So I'm here to answer any of your questions. And also, if you have any comment or momentum or aha moments, I'm sure you will. So please do share. You know, the more you share, the more it's going to bring you, you know, the benefit of this workshop. So let's start here. Let me ask you just 3 questions here. First question is, do you despise dieting? Have you had enough? Yes. Have you had enough of following people's advice that never really work? Me. And are you sick and tired of feeling weak and disempowered when it comes to creating your dream body? Me. Because, you know, you all answered yes here. And if you answered yes to any of those questions, and if you're really ready to commit to regaining control of your life and your body, I mean, for good, then this Sestra Now workshop might be just what you need. But I must be honest here. I must be very honest. This workshop is not for everyone. And if you're looking for a quick fix or the latest fad, I'm afraid this workshop is not for you. This is not what I do at all. And if you're not willing to put in the effort to create long-lasting changes, again, you know, that's not going to work for you. The last thing is, I believe that emotions and feelings are essential part of your journey towards your dream body. And again, if you disagree with me here, this workshop is not for you either. Because I'd really rather be honest with you and upfront so that you can find the resources that work best for you. I understand that you may feel helpless when it comes to losing weight, and maybe you have tried everything in the world, and we were discussing earlier with Stephanie and Adrian, and I know Matthew as well. You know, maybe you also paid professional coaches, nutritionists, doctors, dietitians, expensive programs, powdered meals, miracle pills. I tried them all, but nothing seems to work. I mean, yes, sometimes you manage to lose some weight, but somehow you always end up putting back on the weight that you lost and more. Does it resonate? Well, prepare yourself for the bomb, or the first bomb of the evening. It is not your fault. Big name experts want you to think that losing weight is about eating less, exercising more, and gulping down pills to counterbalance what they call your, quote, fat gene, or your, quote, slow metabolism. While those techniques sometimes work in the short term, they almost never provide permanent results. That's probably why you're watching this right now, right? That's why we're all together here, because these experts have their own reasons for wanting you to think that it's the right way to lose weight, but it could not be further from the truth. And if you've ever thought that there must be some things that they are not telling you, well, you are absolutely right. I mean, think about it. The weight loss industry is a $224 billion business, and it's expected to surpass $405 billion by 2030. What do you think is the intention? Come on, is it to make you thin and run out of business? Just think about it, is it? No, it is not. Of course, the weight loss industry wants to keep you overweight forever. So you always lose a bit of weight and gain it back, and lose a bit of weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain more, etc. They want you to feel powerless. To feel like a victim of your genetics. They want you to believe that there's just nothing that you can do on your own. The weight loss industry is a fraud that makes you fat on purpose by selling you a dream that they don't ever want you to attain. It's a fraud. That's the mere definition of fraud. Here's the truth. While there are plenty of people out there who know about losing weight, very few of them know it. I mean, they may throw around all the theories and scientific jargon they can, but they don't have a clue what they're talking about, because they don't truly understand the struggle of being seriously overweight and wanting to lose weight. They give you theories that sound really, really good, but they don't work in real life for real people. And that's because they teach you stuff that they have never experienced themselves. Okay, or maybe you listen to all these Barbies who starved themselves their whole life to maintain their dream body, and now they sell magic pills that they have never even tried. They don't even know what's in the magic pill. Yeah, let's be very clear here. They're just salespeople telling you a fairy tale. So who can you listen to? So basically, this is your choice, but here I am, ready to share with you my real personal experience. I know what it's like to be overweight and how to lose that extra weight and keep it off without starving yourself, without exercising like a maniac, and without isolating yourself from the world. Let me tell you this, every woman in the world has the potential to be healthy, live in her ideal body, and still enjoy food. And if you feel imprisoned in a vicious cycle, know that it is possible to break free from it once and for all. I read Ozempic is the new craze. People that need it for their medical problem cannot get it. I know. And it's crazy and it's dangerous for your health. It's completely unhealthy. But people are going crazy with that. Come on, we need to break free from this craze and let go of those shameful feelings that are attached to your weight. You just need the right person to explain it to you. So obviously you might be wondering, but who's this person and who's making such a promise? And let me introduce myself very briefly. As you know, my name is Nayo. I am an anti-diet coach, as you said, weight loss enabler, and a thought field therapy voice technology advanced practitioner for busy women. And I have a very personal connection to this topic. You see, I struggled with my weight for more than 20 years, yeah? At 16, I was sent to a nutritionist who said just I was obese and prescribed my very first diet. And just like that, I was thrown into the weight loss vicious cycle, hopping from one extreme diet to the next and feeling miserable and grumpy and never satisfied, really. I was eating compulsively when I was sad and starving myself when life wasn't bad. I was obsessed with my weight, avoiding my reflection in the mirror. I was humiliated and disrespected by others when I was fat, and loved and celebrated and respected when I was slim. And each time I would lose weight only to, gain it all back and more. And my weight began to influence and define me and influence really every aspect of my life. I wasn't feeling comfortable having boyfriends or being touched or just seen, really. I have suffered from low energy level and asthma and trouble sleeping and low self-esteem and depression. What else? You have all experienced that, I'm sure, that and more. But today I walk with confidence and I live in a body that I love because I finally came to a realization that changed everything. And I'm seeing in the chat, yeah, low self-esteem. Of course, we have all experienced that, but this is made on purpose. It's important to understand that. And I did come to this realization, and I still love food, but I never feel guilty to eat the foods that I love the most. I instinctively know what and when to eat, and I feel the need to stop when I've had enough. I have more energy than ever. I sleep well. I feel sexy. I choose to walk because I love it, yeah. But I choose not to exercise like a maniac or going to the gym 4 times a week. Okay, so here's the thing. My goal for this Sestras workshop is to help 2 types of women. Just let me know which type you are. The ones who started the weight loss journey, but really they just feel stuck on a plateau. It just doesn't budge, And the ones who are ready to start their weight loss journey, but have just no idea where to begin. So which Sestra are you? Which one of these 2 are you? Or maybe you a little bit of both. Which one are you? Are you A? Are you B? Because I know that you have unspoken dreams. I know, I used to. You might dream of just feeling good in your body or going shopping and finding loads of clothes that fit. Adrian, you're saying A. Yes. Maybe you dream of just feeling comfortable taking off your clothes at the beach, that's a good goal. That's a good dream. Or just feeling healthy when you're playing with the kids. Yeah. Yeah. And Stephanie said, all of the above, of course. I am not here to sell you a dream or promise you a quick fix. No. And instead, I really want to help you understand what is holding you back from wearing that cute bikini. And I want to show you how to make this cute bikini happen. And I really like this cute bikini. But most importantly, I want you to open your eyes and finally see the power in you that was there all along. I want you to eat the food that you love without feeling guilty or ashamed, because food is good. And that's a big point. Food was never the problem. I am on a mission to break you free from this insane weight loss cycle. So your weight does not stop you from living the life that you deserve anymore. So if you're ready to take the first step towards living in a body that you love, then let's start this journey together now in this Sestras workshop, and let's make it count. So I'm going to cover today the top 3 secrets that the weight loss industry does not want you to know. And do take some notes here, because there's going to be a lot of information. And I really want you to feel this workshop. So let's go to secret number 1. Shoulditis makes you fat. So, Adrienne, you're ready to learn? Wonderful. Let's do that. Shoulditis makes you fat. Let me explain you. I remember one day getting mad at myself, my body, the universe, my parents, and with all my rage, I screamed, oh, show me the solution, show me the way, just to be normal, to never have to be on a diet anymore. I just want to feel good, really. And I received the answer to my request as a puzzle, piece by piece. For more than 20 years, I had insisted on relying solely on people's advice, doctors' orders, colleagues, one-size-fits-all fat diets, miracle pills, Google searches, supermodels' latest tricks, and others. Society managed to make me believe that others knew better than me what was best for me. But in fact, I was suffering from the worst virus of them all, and it's called shoulditis. Oh, should I have this? How much should I eat? Oh, I should walk at least 10,000 steps per every day, Oh, I shouldn't have more than 1,200 calories today. Should I start using stevia? I should have the salad instead. I really shouldn't have chocolate cake. Yeah? we all do that, right? We all do that. I started paying attention to nature and how wild animals live and eat. Because I have never seen overweight wild animals. Have you? I haven't. They are naturally their optimal genetic potential. And they all seem to know exactly what, when, how much to eat, and when to stop. As if they had an innate guidance system. They seem to be guided, drawn towards what's best for them, what's in their highest interest. They do not intellectualize it. They do not doubt. They're not asking for advice. They don't Google it. Yeah. And yet they just know. And I thought, if animals have that GPS inside of them, I must have it too. I'm somehow disconnected from it, but it must still be there somewhere. Yeah, it makes sense. I spent years looking for a cure for shoulditis and a way to reconnect with my own guidance system, with my body, with my instinct, until I reached the obvious conclusion. You were bombarded with false information your whole life. You were programmed to believe that there's something wrong with you, that your genes made you fat, that you have a slow metabolism. But the truth is, you were born with the same inner guidance system than all these wild animals, without the desire to overeat, without the desire to eat anything that compromises your health. You used to know when you were hungry and when you had enough. You would only eat what you liked, and no one could ever make you eat what you didn't want. Am I right here? Come on, And then you would just stop eating no matter how much food was left on your plate. We were all born that way. You were born in tune with your body. So what happened to you? Shouditis happened to you. You started listening to your family who told you to clean your plate. The ads that said that you must have stevia and diet food, specialists that said, oh, sugar is very bad. So you stopped listening to your real needs. This detached you from your inner compass and you started getting fat. It's as simple as that. So here's what I realized. And that's really the most important message that I want you to remember from today. There is nothing wrong with you. It is just shouditis that made you fat, doubt yourself, hate your body, and mistreat your mind. So here's the first secret. Heal from shouditis. Heal from shouditis. No more should. Quit dieting, no more dieting, and invest all the time that you can trying to reconnect with your body instead. Am I hungry? Am I not hungry? What do I need? What does my body needs? Why? Because this will start resetting yourself. It will start to reprogram yourself. I really need to know if it's all making sense so far, because it's really crucial. This is the start, this is the beginning. This is where it's all starting. It's crucial before we go any further. Yeah? Are you okay, Adrian? You okay as well? Matty, I believe that you are. Okay, let's carry on then. Let's go to secret number 2. The secret number 2 is it's all in your mind. So we've all heard that before, I know, but I'm going to make it worth a while. Do you ever feel like you're alone in this weight loss battle while everyone else can eat freely? I mean, trust me, I know how it feels, because when I struggled with my weight, I could put on a whole pound just from having burgers and fries, a whole pound. But meanwhile, my slim sisters would eat as much as me or even more, but they always maintained their ideal weight. Yeah. And I couldn't help but wonder, what is their secret? As it turns out, the main difference between thin and overweight women is not the genetic or any, quote, slow metabolism. I am getting hungry looking at that burger. Yes, I know that. And, a lot of us, I even thought, just looking at that burger, I gain weight. But really, the main difference is not the genetic or any slow metabolism, but it is how they think and feel about themselves. Naturally, slim women believe and think things like, I've always been slim. It's in my nature. I can eat anything, I'm not going to gain a pound. But on the other side, overweight women truly believe and feel the opposite. I'm so fat. I look disgusting. Obesity runs in my family anyway. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah? Or I gain weight just by looking at food. Yeah. Who here says similar things to herself daily? I used to be guilty of that every single day whenever I was, looking at my reflection in the mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, and some people say I'm big bone. I don't know if you've heard of that one before in a
for sure.
I'm big boned. We can talk about that.
we could indeed. But it couldn't be further from the truth. These are patterns. These are habits with negative energetic wiring that have you going in the wrong direction. The energy of your beliefs create your reality. And the reason why you always put back on the weight that you lose is that you try to lose weight without breaking the negative energetic wiring first. And I'm going to prove that to you. It all comes down to the energy of your beliefs. And here's the good news. You have the power to manipulate this energy and use it to your advantage. Let me prove it to you. What we're going to do right now is we're going to make an experiment and create a change in your body just by shifting your thoughts. Wow, oh my God, I really hope that you're ready, because this is going to be something. So just get yourself comfortable and just ensure that you're away from the noise as well. But just before we start, let's ensure that your energy flows correctly. So it just works. You're going to tap different points of your on your body with enough power to let the energy flow. Okay, there's just no wrong way to do that. It will work on all of you anyway, as long as you follow the process and you focus. Just relax and follow along the video. And all I need you to do is to focus your intention, your thoughts on releasing the blocks to seeing the truth, whatever that means to you, just releasing the blocks to seeing the truth. Feel it in yourself. And then you're going to tap the side of your hand like that, just like on the video. Just tap the side of your hand about 10 times like that with enough power and intensity to let the energy flow. And when you're done, then you're going to tap under the nose, just above the lip here, with enough power and intensity, just here under the nose. Okay. And then we're going to tap what I call the chin points, but it's really between the lip and the chin in this groove here. So about 10 times with enough power and intensity, and focus on releasing the blocks to seeing the truth. Okay. And then you're going to tap on the middle finger. It's really this between the skin and the nail on the thumb side, just like that. About 10 times on the thumb side with enough power and intensity. And then outside the eyes, just there on the bone, about 10 times. That's letting the energy flow so it works. And finally, just, the collarbone point, that's about 4 inches below the collarbone. You should feel the vibration vibrating, in you. Just tap here on the collarbone point. That's about 4 inches below the collarbone. Okay, so you're going to take a big breath, and we're going to start this experiment right now. So I need you to look at the crease at the top of your wrist. You should have the same on both wrists. And what you're going to do here, you're going to bring them together so they touch, both of these creases. You see the top crease, and you bring them together so they touch. And in here, you're going to place your hands together in prayer style, sort of. And now I need you to observe your hand here. And if one of your middle finger is shorter, just remember that one. Just remember the shortest. If, if both of them are the same size, it doesn't matter. Pick one over the other. But if one of your middle finger is shorter, just pick this middle finger. And what you're going to do here is you're going to place this hand with the shortest middle finger on the table in front of you, on your lap, or, like a surface in front of you. And I need you to focus all your attention on this finger that you picked, this shortest middle finger that you picked. Just look at your middle finger, and I need you to think strongly. This finger will grow, as if you have this power to make it grow. Just look at your finger and just think, this finger will grow. Just think strongly, this finger will grow. As if you have this power, this finger will grow. And then you're going to order it to your finger. Just order it 5 times out loud, yeah? Out loud. Just look at your finger and you say, grow, grow. 5 times, grow. 5 times, grow, grow. Just look at your finger and, just order it. And we're going to see, if you have the power in you to make it grow. Let's see. What you're going to do is you're going to repeat the very first step. So you're going to align the creases of your wrists here. Place your hands in prayer style. And just check if the length of your middle finger has changed. And let me know either in the chat or just raise your virtual hand whose middle finger grew. Let me know whose middle finger grew.
I
Can you
can't
let
tell.
me know in the chat? What about you, Stephanie? Has
I
your
can't tell. I don't think I did it right.
It's not a problem, because we're going to do that again. I really need you to just focus your thoughts. Just focus your thoughts. Just do the first step again. Align the creases of your wrist. Place your hand in prayer style. Have a look at your middle finger. Check the one which is the shortest, the finger that's the middle finger that's the shortest, and then place it on the table in front of you. Just on the table in front of you. Look at this finger focus on your thoughts on this finger. Focus on your thoughts. Just place it on the table in front of you. Yeah, place your hand with the middle finger on the table in front of you. And then you think strongly, this finger will grow. Just look at this finger. This finger will grow. It will grow. It will grow. And then you're going to order it 5 times. Yeah, out loud.
It will grow. It will grow. It will grow.
Yeah, with all your, okay, now let's do that again. Creases, bring the creases together, prayer sign, look at your finger and let me know. Because it just works on everyone. You have the power to make your middle fingers grow. What about you, Adrian? Has your middle finger grew?
It looks.
It has. Of course it has. Of course it has. What about you, Stephanie?
It's kind of scary. I don't know. Why would it do that?
It is. Because you're thinking, that's impossible. This is, am I a witch? I don't have this power. This is ridiculous. That's impossible. I can't believe my eyes. It's just not possible, is it? This is what you tell yourself. But in fact, you can see that you made it grow. It worked on you. And it's really maybe a little bit scary. I don't know. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel powerful or scared of your own powers, really? Now, I wouldn't want you to keep you, with a crazy long finger, because I don't want you to sue me and say, Nayo, because of you now, I have a crazy long finger. I don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to just see, hopefully, if you can reverse this process. So you're going to place this very same hand on the table in front of you. Just place your hand with this longer now middle finger on the table. And you're going to think strongly. Just think without speaking, this finger will shrink. Just look at your middle finger. Just focus all your thoughts and all your power and you think this finger will shrink. Just look at it again. It will shrink. And then you're going to order it 5 times out loud. Order your finger. Shrink. I know it's weird, but it works. Look at your finger and say, order it. Shrink. Shrink. You have the power to do it. Shrink. Shrink. And when you are done, hopefully, fingers crossed, it worked, because I don't want you to have a crazy long finger here. Just check if it worked. So when you're ready, bring your creases together, bring your hands together, and just check if it worked. And hopefully, finger crossed, it worked. But I'm pretty sure it did. So let me know whose middle finger shrunk back to its normal size. Adrian, has it shrunk back? Yay! Yeah. Matty, has it shrunk back? Oh, that's good. What about you, Stephanie? Has it shrunk back?
Yeah.
I know it's a little weird, but you have to realize the power in you. You just prove that you have this power in you to make your finger grow, but really to make your body shrink. I know it's a little bit strange, but you saw it with your own eyes. That's really something that I wish I learned at school. What you see and experience is in fact the transformation of your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs into their physical reality. So really, if you want to shrink your body like you shrunk your finger, you must change your thinking patterns to erase the barrier between you and your goal, because it's a barrier. So here's secret number 2. Feel and think like a thin person and believe it right now. Not when you are thinner, but right now, at this moment. Okay, are you still with me? Are you still with me? I know it's a lot of information. I told you, it would be packed. And, we only have 45 minutes together. So that's good. Good. Excellent. So are you ready to move on to secret number 3? Let me know. Yeah. Good. Let's do it. So when my computer accepts, let's move on to secret number 3. Here's secret number 3. There is a 10-step system that guarantees success. I will not have time to get deep into each one of them today because we only have 45 minutes, but I detail the 10-step success system in my ebook, 10 Steps to Your Dream Body. And if you haven't downloaded it, you can just scan this code, or you can download it. Also, maybe I can share the link here. Just give me one little second. Where is it? It should be there. Yes. And I'm going to add it. No, that's not it. I do apologize. It's a bit long. That should do it. Yes. Excellent. So you can I apologize. You can just download the free ebook here. I'm going to go through the big lines right now, but you can download yours and read it after this workshop. So really, it's like a mathematical formula, and each step is critical. Skipping a step will just really mess up the entire equation. And these steps are where you lay the foundations of your success. You see, most women start their weight loss journey by doing stuff. Yeah, we've all done that. Changing the way they move. Oh, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times a week. I'm going to walk 10,000 steps every day. Or the way they eat. Oh, I'm going to eat 1,200 calories every day, and that's it, for 2 months straight. Yeah. And that is why most fail. Because if you don't have strong foundations, you are unlikely to take the action step that will create the new habits and ultimately reach your potential. So the first step of this system is something that's really missing virtually from every weight loss program I have ever experienced, read, and paid for. It's a controversial element that you might disagree with because it really goes against all the self-development principles you have ever read. I do apologize for that, but I cannot sugarcoat this step because it is the start button, okay? So here's the thing, there are 2 types of energies. There is the negative and black and heavy energy, and then there's the positive and light and white energy. None of them is bad, it's just positive or negative, like temperatures, yeah? Negative energy is heavier and stronger than positive energy, okay? Because negative energy condenses while positive energy expands. And you can use that to your advantage by creating that contraction consciously, thereby making it more powerful. That's when you step on the first step of the system. Okay, here's the first step. You must hate your current situation. So you can clearly define what you don't want. And this is crucial. This is a crucial step. If you want to change your body, to feel good about yourself, to wear clothes that you love, and to feel sexier, to eliminate those insecurities that are holding you back, it is not enough to just want it. Why? Because you are not driven by wanting. That we think that we're driven by wanting, but we're not. We are really driven when we make a decision fueled by pain and hurt. You must feel the pain of being embarrassed, out of breath, hurt, discriminated against, disrespected. You must despise the state that you are in right now. And there's a big warning here. Of course, you never criticize or hate yourself. Yeah, that's not the point. When you look at your body in the mirror, you are not disgusted by yourself, but by the consequences of being overweight. If this is what you want, if you like your body as it is, it's perfect. But, if you want to change your body, you must be disgusted by the consequences of being overweight. Obviously, it's important to point out here that there's no disgusting body unless you choose that you want to change it. Yeah, that's a big, big, important point. Because really, it's about creating that contraction. Very few women use the power of that condensed negative energy consciously. Just think about it. When we're angry, we're told to calm down. Oh, calm down. When we're in pain, well, We prescribe painkillers, yeah? When we're sad, antidepressants or a glass of wine, yeah? We are told that we must avoid negative emotions, suffering, anger, and pain. But those negative emotions and feelings are powerful if you know how to use them consciously, if you do it
true.
consciously, yeah? So I have a little anecdote for you. My mentor shared a story that had really stuck with me. Kevin was at a friend's home in the heart of Mississippi, and the house had a large old-fashioned porch made entirely of wooden planks. And there was this old dog lounging on the porch. And Kevin and his friend were talking beside the dog, but after some time, he noticed that every now and then the dog would gently raise his head and let out a soft and pitiful whine or before putting his head back down. And after a few minutes, he would again raise his head and whine before putting his head back down. This continued for several minutes until Kevin asked his friend, "But what is wrong with your dog?" You know? And his friend just answered, "Oh, nothing. He's just sleeping on a nail." Kevin was baffled and he just asked, "Why won't he move?" And his friend replied simply, "Well, it obviously doesn't hurt him that bad, does it?" The dog was suffering, but he wouldn't move because the pain was not unbearable. Interesting, right? He was comfortable in his discomfort, so he was choosing to endure the pain instead of taking action to alleviate it. It is really easy to settle for less than we deserve because we have become comfortable in our discomfort, isn't it? It is easy to just accept things as they are instead of taking the necessary steps to improve our lives. Because again, you are not driven by wanting, you're really driven when you make a decision fueled by pain and hurt. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? I know that it's quite controversial, but it is the first step of the system. You must reach a point where you can't take it anymore. You can't live with it anymore. You can't accept it anymore. You can't ignore it anymore. You must hate being overweight. You must create a negative emotion that is so great that there's just no other choice but to move and eliminate it. Because this is when you make a radical decision. I'm going to do it. That's it, period. And this is when the momentum is born. Yeah? Does it all make sense? So you can then turn your back on it and really clarify what you really want. Only once you know what you don't want can you clarify what you really, really want. So that's step number 2. Not what you could, not what you should, but what you really want. Not your doctor, not your husband, no, you. And then step number 3 to 6, really what you want to do is to make of this dream your mission and your obsession. So this is what happens between step 3 and 6. Just read the ebook that I sent you the link of. And then steps 7 and 8, you want to map out a plan with specific goals, objectives, and timelines. And what's crucial here is this: your goals and objective must be set so not only you can hit them, yeah, but you can also beat them. This is crucial to understand because overachieving keeps you in a winning mindset and throws you in a winning cycle. But breaking agreements with yourself sets you in a loser mentality and keeps you in a failing cycle. Yeah, so you must never do that. You understand that, you know, when if I tell myself, oh, I'm going to lose 2 pounds this week, and this week I only lose 1 pound, I'm going to feel like a failure. When I've lost 1 pound, it could have been positive, but it's not, because, you know, I just couldn't beat, you know, I couldn't hit and couldn't beat my goal. So really do not do that. And only then, step 9 and 10, can you create a to-do list and start tracking your progress. It's interesting, right? Because you have this 10-step system, but it's not only on step number 9 that you start creating your to-do list and actually really doing things. Because now that you have strong foundations, you will inevitably opt for winning action steps that will create habits. And you implement these habits, you'll gradually build confidence, which will naturally build the motivation you need to add more action steps to your to-do list. Yeah, it's a cycle. You get that, right? It's just a cycle. I do not believe in one-size-fits-all solutions. I will not provide you with a rigid list of things to eat or stuff to do. I never do that. You must build your to-do list on your own so you avoid a new shoulditis contamination. Of course, secret number 1. Secret number 2. But here are some very simple and powerful guidelines and action steps that can help you start building your to-do list. First of all, eat when you are hungry and eat only foods that you love. Do not have broccolis if you don't like the broccolis. Why would you have broccolis if you don't like the broccolis? Yeah. Then chew each bite until it's liquid in your mouth. Yeah, chew, take your time, just chew it. And really listen to your body's signal and hunger cues between each bite. Am I still hungry? How is my body feeling? Ask your body, it's going to answer. And of course, drink plenty of water. So these are just recommendations, when it's your turn to create your own to-do list. So secret number 3, of course, is follow the 10 steps. Just follow the 10 steps. So these really are the 3 secrets that are the keys that you were missing all along. Can you just see how straightforward this is? Just let me know if it's all making sense in your mind. Yeah, just raise your hand. Let me know if it's making sense. Yeah,
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's like 7:46, we're over 45 minutes, but I don't know how the whole finger thing at the beginning works along with this, because it makes sense, this other part. I don't know, Adrian, if you feel the same way, but the finger thing, I don't see how the energy, I don't know how that relates to the latter part. Makes sense, the mind thing, because it is true. You have to make up your mind and make a decision. So just help us to understand how this stuff, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I did it right, or I don't know if I believe in the whole energy thing, but you tell me. You tell us more.
Actually, it's a whole process. So not only do you have these steps to follow, not only do you have to make up your mind, but you also have to put yourself already in the shoes of someone who has already reached her dream. I mean, if you want to be a cook, you don't know how to cook, you need to put yourself in the shoes of a cook before you start cooking. Otherwise, you're never going to cook. It's just not going to work. You need to believe that you have already achieved the dream that you want to get to. It is important to understand that everything starts with your beliefs. If you do not believe that you can even be a thin person, then you will never be. If you think that you are missing something right now to attain the dream that you want, then you will never achieve it. You cannot be missing something right now. Do you see what I'm saying? If you are feeling well, all the women in my family are overweight. So anyway, I'm going to be overweight my whole life. There's just nothing I can do about that. Then you will be overweight your whole life, because this is just what you believe. So the finger exercise is just explaining you that, with the power of your mind, you can already change things. You will watch the replays again and do this finger exercise again, because now, you have experienced it once and you're not really sure, have I seen it right? Maybe, maybe it didn't work on me. So you're not really sure. So you're going to do this exercise again, and you're going to see that it works every single time. That literally, with the power of your mind, you can make your finger grow. And, your finger is just a small, organ. It's just a small part of your body. But, with time, you're going to see that your body can shrink the same way, as long as you can believe that you're going to reach that dream. The problem is, you know, Adrian was speaking earlier, you were doing, you know, these diets. And most of the time you start a diet, but you don't really believe in them because you don't really believe that you have the power in you anyway to reach the thin body of your dream, because you've tried so many diets that you just don't believe, you know, you can make it. Come on, you know. And unfortunately, if you start that way, you cannot reach your goal. I mean, Stephanie, when you started Sestra Now, you had to put yourself in the position of a woman who makes it happen. You didn't think,
Yes.
oh, maybe it's not going to work.
Yes.
You said, yes, it is going to work. I'm going to do it. That's it, period. I believe it. And that's why it's going to work.
Yes. I still believe too. And 1 million women, right, Adrian? Yeah.
That's right, 1 million.
For sure. And it starts there. It starts with your belief. If you don't have the belief, nothing can happen. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the energy of your beliefs that makes things happen. What
Mind
you
over
actually
matter.
see, the results of what you see, is really the results of your thinking pattern. You cannot start a business if you're not hungry, if you don't know that it's going to work. Because if you don't believe, if you don't know that it's going to work, it's not going to work. The thing is, we know that for the business, but we'd never do it with our body. We don't believe in our capacity and ability to do that by ourselves. Does it make sense? Does it answer your question?
Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
understand.
It's almost like
That-
mind over matter.
That's right. Exactly. But the thing is, you know, we have all these words. We heard all these big words in the past, you know, we heard them all. But that's really, most of them, we don't believe them. You know, it's just nice words and it sounds really, really good, but we don't believe them. And sometimes making experiments like the finger experiment helps you, you know, raise your belief, raise your vibration. Do you see what I'm saying? Because, you know, we have a tendency of only believing what we see. But what we don't understand is if we don't see them, it cannot happen. So you need to see it before it happens. Otherwise, it cannot happen. And this is what you did with Sestra Now. You saw it happen, even if, you know, nothing was there. And then, only then, did you create, you know, the app and, you know, or the rest of the stuff. But you saw it beforehand. And it's the same with your body.
So why don't you tell everyone how you can help them? You're giving the free ebook, Nayo, and what services do you offer for those that may want some guidance and direction on this 10-step plan that you have?
Let's get to it. That's actually the next part. It shouldn't take long. And because that's quite a lot of information. And, you know, I would understand if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of information that we have covered, you know, 52 minutes, it's a little bit more than what we said. But here's the question, really. If you follow secret number 1, which is heal from shoulditis, and then secret number 2, which is feel and think like a thin person now and believe it now. And secret number 3, which is the follow the 10 steps. Do you really think that you could successfully reach your dream body? That's really the question. Because I would really love to carry on giving you tips here on how to reach your dream body, you know, but, you know, we can't go on here forever. But here's what I can do for you. I work together, so there's a problem with the images in here, but you can see her with Matty, who is my colleague here. She's a clinical hypnotherapist, a burnout recovery coach, and a rapid transformational therapy trained by Marissa Peer. She's the most honest and genuine person I know. She was born a coach. She saved so many lives. I really quit counting. She's also the hardest worker I know, and she gives so much to the world that it's really unreal. And together we created a revolutionary system.
I was going to ask you that. Is this hypnotherapy? I was going to ask you. I knew it had something to do with, I'm not a stupid woman. I knew it had something to do with hypnotherapy. But
It does. It does. It's a big part
yes.
of the program indeed. It is a big part of the program indeed. And Matty is just there, by the way, and she can answer your question. Really, we call it Make the Right Decision to Be Thin. And Make the Right Decision to Be Thin is a 12-month program that targets simultaneously, as you said, your conscious and your subconscious mind. So you progressively transform the way you think, the way you see yourself. You learn how to listen to yourself first, so you naturally reach your optimal genetic potential and maintain it forever. So this is what we do. Without the dieting, without exercising like a maniac, and without feeling miserable. That's also a big part here. The program is specifically designed to 10x your body confidence, 3x your general well-being, at least, and 10x your self-love. So at the end of the 12 months, well, you might not have lost all the weight yet, but you will have all the tools that you will ever need to control your emotional triggers, to have the balance that your body and mind crave so much, and to create and maintain the healthy body of your dream. And really, most importantly, to finally break free from the yo-yo dieting insane cycle for good. So I'm going to break it down for you very quickly. There are 3 phases. It's the first phase where we lay the foundation of your success, and it's the 10-step system that we've just seen. Then there's the second phase where you learn how to reconnect with your body and release your innate guidance system, so you're instinctively guided into making the right choices for yourself. And then there's the third phase where things start to shift. You become a master at doing all the right things, a master at loving yourself and applying the system, and the weight starts melting away without any real effort on your part anymore. It's not one of those do it yourself and get value out of it program. No, it's really a partnership between you and us, with 18 online private sessions, and you have a rapid transformational therapy. That's the hypnotherapy that you were talking about, the accountability, the thought field therapy, and the coaching to create long-lasting balance in your life. And for some reason,
Interesting.
It is. And for some reason, my computer just refuses to go forward. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you just for a little sec. That's a little strange. I'm there. I promise you. It's almost done. Okay.
Yes, this was definitely different. Norma, you there? You have any questions? This is like some next level stuff.
Yeah, it is. For sure, it is different. You want it different? Well,
yeah, this is different. Leave it. Sestra now is presenting new, improved, next level weight loss options.
So really, you also get workbooks, daily exercises, daily audio, the daily accountability program just for you, hypnotic recordings, resonance testing training, and RTT group training sessions. So this is, for 12 months. But here's the thing. We don't believe in one-size-fits-all approach, because you have specific needs and goals that can't be pigeonholed into a cookie cutter program. And that's why the private sessions with us are fundamental, to make sure that the program is perfectly aligned with your unique circumstances and ultimate goals. Yeah, because most women who try to lose weight by themselves fail. You need more than just information to transform your body. You also need a success system to help you build new habits and strong foundation. This is what we do with the e-learning, the coaching. Break the negative wiring that's holding you back with thought field therapy. Rewire your subconscious. That's what happens with rapid transformational therapy. Be personally accountable for your progress with accountability sessions and one-on-one support that keeps you in the right direction with the WhatsApp support. So basically, yes.
I have another question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
I was wondering, is it possible to do this if someone doesn't want to be under hypnosis? Is that a integral part of the process that be under hypnosis?
Well, it's an interesting question because a lot of people have doubts and, are feeling uneasy with the hypnosis system. A lot of people think that hypnosis means, you're going to add stuff into your mind, yeah? And, they're feeling uneasy with that. And I completely understand that. But, there's a difference between just normal hypnosis and rapid transformational therapy. But maybe, Matty, you want to answer this question. That might be more what you want to do.
Hi. So yeah, sorry I didn't want to interfere, so that's why I kind of, stayed in the background. But indeed, there's a difference between hypnosis, there's a difference between hypnotherapy and rapid transformational therapy. In rapid transformational therapy, the idea is really to help people unlock themselves. So it's not about getting stuff into your mind. And if we do, the stuff that gets inside your mind are yours. We work with your suggestions, not with the suggestions of the therapist. And that's the beauty of it. Hypnotherapy in rapid transformational therapy is just a tool, one of the tools. It is not the whole thing.
Yes.
It's not about hypnotherapy.
Okay. Because we do know that everyone that has been on a weight loss journey knows that it is important. Your mind, we all know that it is important. If you don't believe, and if you don't, really want it, everything you're saying is true. I know. I could teach so much on weight loss. I did everything, not this, but I've done everything. But really, it is very important. Your mind, you make up your mind, that you train your mind to know you can do that. So I do believe this. I was just wondering, some of the Sestras may be like, I don't want anyone in my mind, but I guess that's up to you guys, and that'll be up to the Sestras to make that decision themselves.
And there's another thing to consider. I believe that most people feel like hypnosis is not natural, when it's not true. We get into hypnosis every day, multiple times a day. You watch the TV and you just very, very much into what's going on in front of you, and someone walks inside the room and screams your name and you just jump. That's hypnosis. You look at a billboard or at an ad, and after a few times that you see it, you crave for a burger when you don't usually eat burgers, but all of a sudden all you want is that burger or those chicken wings. And it's just even reading a book, looking on the internet, social media, and you keep scrolling and you just don't even think about it anymore. And then you watch the time and, oh my God, an hour's just gone like that. That's hypnosis. Hypnosis is a very natural state that we experience several times a day. And I think it's very important to actually rethink what we let in our minds. The difference here is that you actually choose what you get in and what you want to get out. And that's the benefit of it.
Wow. Okay.
And there's also all these habits, like who hasn't, for instance, you go out, you get some milk, and then you go to the supermarket and you come back with a big bag of crisps and you just forgot the milk, or you just started your diet, and someone calls you with the bad news, and all of a sudden you go for the cookie and cream, with the ice cream, and you end up the whole pack. And the thing is, these are patterns that you can change, but it's not easy to change. And with rapid transformational therapy, it becomes much easier. That's maybe something that you want to talk about, Matty.
That's it. It's just easier to adopt new habits. easier to change your attitude and behavior. When you do that, you can obviously do that successfully, otherwise that's not the problem. It's just that you don't have to fight with, you know, with the kind of person you believe that you are deep inside. It's just less of a struggle, because you work on a conscious and on a subconscious level. And at the end of the day, 95% of what we do think operate on a subconscious level. 95%. It's massive.
Well, I agree. We're over an hour now, over an hour and 5. So we are going to have to lead this to wrap this up. But you know what? This was different. This is powerful. I've never heard of anything like this before. So Sestra now is on the cutting edge. All right. So
Yes.
Sestra now, you only get these things on the Sestra Now app. And you can find Nayo. She's currently in Paris. And her wonderful partner, Matty. You can find them and locate them on the Sestra Now app. I am going to have to wrap this up. And you know what? Maybe what we'll do is we might have to bring you back again, maybe later this year. We'll bring you back again. Because I'm sure, you know, there are some other women that would just love to hear more about this. Okay. But I am going, for those, you know, we're going to have this replay. We will have this on a YouTube channel, and I will post on our Facebook group. I will post the link on the Sestra Now app. And for those who don't know, first of all, I just want to thank the presenters tonight for this wonderful, exciting, different presentation, and for giving the special discount to Sestras, which I will also make sure when I post it that they know when you watch this video, you have a special offer at the end. And I want to let them know they can find you on the Sestra Now app and ask you directly any questions that they may have about this new way of thinking about your body and losing weight, and losing it in a way that's more permanent and not yo-yo dieting. So again, we're going to conclude this and stop the recording. We want to thank everyone from joining us tonight, and also those that are catching the replay for looking at this until the end. Please reach out to our new Sestras and get on their calendar, schedule a call to get your questions answered. And I wish everyone the best on their weight loss journey. All right. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. And at this point, we are going to start recording. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having